Hi, hello, and welcome everybody to Pace Rewind. I'm Chad Cooper.
And I'm Elise Fox, and it's time to take a look back at the last 7 days in Pace athletics.
Men's basketball opening up their season at the LIU Post tournament down on Long Island. First half action, Jalen Mann comes away with the steal and goes coast to coast for the finger roll. Off the inbound, once again, it's Jalen Mann laying it up and in. Later in the half, Jalen Mann with the steal, outlets to Kevin Berardini, who hits the long two from the left wing. Berardini moves the ball up the left side. Denzel Primus Devonish drops down low to Jalen Mann, who hits the turnaround jumper, one of 11 assists on the day for Primus Devonish. Late in the second half, great ball movement here by the setters as coming from the outside in, the ball worked around to Kevin Berardini, who hits the three in the right corner. Pace would have an opportunity on the last possession, but was unable to convert as they dropped their season opener to the Pioneers. Sunday, men's basketball faced off against Dowling in the second day of the LIU Post tournament. Jamal James receives the ball at the elbow, bounces it out to Denzel Primus Devonish, who lines up and hits the three from the right wing, the beginning of a huge day for the senior. Later in the half, Ahmad George keeps the ball from going into the backcourt, finds Kevin Berardini, who gives to James, bounces down low for Primus Devonish, cutting along the back door, who lays it in. Off the inbound under the basket, James gets in on the offense as he scores on the tip-in. From there, it was Primus Devonish keeping the setters in it at the line. The senior would hit 19 of 21 free throws on the day en route to a career-high 37 points.
Women's basketball hosted Queens on Saturday at 5 p.m.
We pick up the action in the second half with Pace trailing 50-38. Shanice Maynard dishes the ball to Margot Hackett on the left wing, who cans the three to cut into the Knights' lead. Next trip down the floor, Lauren Kaiser receives the cross-court pass from Hackett and drains another triple, slicing the lead to 6. After a stop, Shanice Allen delivers the ball to the right corner, where Hackett buries the setter's third straight three, cutting further into the Queens' lead. After a free throw made it 50-48, Jeannie Drury delivers the ball to Kaiser in the right corner, who cuts along the baseline, laying it in to cap a 12-0 Pace run. With the setters trailing by 2, Hackett creates for herself at the top of the key and buries her third three of the half to give the setters the lead. However, Queens would pull away down the stretch, hitting 5 free throws in the last 2 minutes.
Football hosted their final home game of the 2013 season on Saturday. Football celebrating Senior Day as they take on the Hawks on Saturday afternoon. First quarter, Antoine Washington finds Matt Tarpley down the right side, who makes the diving catch for 34 yards and the Pace first down. That would set up Washington taking it off the left tackle for 3 yards into the end zone as Pace ties the game at 7. Second quarter action, Washington leaps over the goal line from 1 yard out. Defense getting in on the action as Tyler Owens comes around the left side and takes down the St. Anselm quarterback for the sack. Still in the second quarter, Washington flushed out of the pocket finds Matt Tarpley into the end zone as Pace cuts the lead to 28-21. Third quarter action now, Washington fakes the handoff and finds tight end Luis Ribeiro cutting through the middle. Ribeiro into the end zone, the second touchdown of the day for Washington, and it's 35-27. Defense stepping up once again as Joe Roman takes down the Hawks runner for a 7-yard loss. Fourth quarter, Washington rolls right and finds Tarpley for his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Swimming and diving hosted Lemoyne and Assumption Sunday afternoon.
Maria Victoria Bernardis became the second setter to qualify for the NCAA National Championships this season, placing second in the 3-meter and 1-meter events behind sophomore Jenny Palladino. The men also had a great meet Sunday, with senior Derek Slayton placing first in the 100 and 200 breaststroke, as well as the 200 IM. Senior Dosh Akay had an impressive showing as well, placing first in the 100 and 200 backstroke.
Volleyball had a pair of matches this past week. On Friday night, they fell to Assumption 3-1 and then lost to Stonehill by the same score on Saturday. The team wraps up their 2013 home season with a date against Merrimack on Friday evening.
Cross country wrapped up their season in Dorchester, Massachusetts Sunday afternoon in the NCAA Regional Championships.
6 setters competed at the NCAA Regional Championship Sunday afternoon. Sarah D. Giovanna ran a career best in the 6K race with a time of 24:59.1. Mary O'Shea ran a season best with a time of 26:22.5. Monica Iorio followed narrowly behind with a time of 30:44.07. For the men, Nicholas Peretta led the setters with a time of 45:50.90 in the 10K race, followed by the seniors Keith Colazzo and John Netto.
You know, Elise, it's one of the really busy weekends on the Paceball sports schedule last weekend and this weekend coming up. Crossover weekend, both fall and winter sports in play. Men's basketball got underway this past weekend. Denzel Primus Devenish, really a fantastic performance in the 2 games to start his senior season.
Oh, absolutely. And swimming and diving is already having a fantastic season. Maria Victoria Bernardes just joined Jenny Palladino as one of the NCAA National Championship qualifiers this weekend. Some great stuff happening.
Women's basketball with several players in double figures against Queens. Margot Hackett with 20, Lauren Kaiser with 15 in her first collegiate game. Good stuff for the setters heading forward.
I would agree. Some great stuff to look forward to this weekend.
That's going to do it for us here at Pace Rewind. We'd like to thank everybody for watching, and with it being Veterans Day, we'd like to thank all the veterans out there for their service. For everybody involved in Pace Rewind, I'm Chad Cooper.
And I'm Elise Vox, and you've been watching Rewind.